UK economy right now?
To be fair, mate, today I don't really. I'm out on a good night, and I don't want to get into politics or
You're
religion.
gonna get into politics, man.
You know what I
You're
mean?
gonna get
I
into
don't want to get into religion or anything
Alright.
like that.
I know.
But you enjoy your day.
I only asked you about the British economy, man. I didn't ask you about nothing else.
No, I don't want to get into it.
Okay, man. Good luck, man.
What are you doing?
I'm just reading the Bible, my dear.
Are you reading the Bible? What's
Yeah.
it say?
Oh, all right. Okay.
Hello, Bible.
All right. I'm just get back onto this, yeah.
Go on then.
All right. Do you mind?
No?
You're in my circle, you know. In any other event, I wouldn't have no problem, but I got a job to do, you know.
Go on then.
All right.
I'm going to listen to you.
She with you?
No. No, I am.
Never met her before in my life.
All right.
So has.
Right now, back on to what I was saying. In understanding why you needed a mediator, okay, you basically get to finding out that the Most High was only dealing with one group of people, man. Okay. Now the reason that you needed the mediator is because when you go back onto the scriptures and what the scriptures require, all right, as a medium, all right, as a mediator, for when you go off and you commit iniquity, all right, against the Most High, because the scripture says sin is the transgression of the law. When you transgress the law, you need a medium by which you can get back onto Yahweh, man. Right? You need a medium by which you can go back onto that. That's why the Most High set up the first covenant by way of which he had it to where the 12 tribes of Israel set up, agreed to that covenant that if they was going to go off, they was going to sacrifice certain animals, okay, to where they can get back onto being right with the Most High. But see, here's the thing with Israel, man. Okay, the scripture says, "My people is foolish; they are so as children." Okay, they have none understanding, man. All right, but they are wise to do wickedness, man. So these dudes were so wicked; they were setting up, putting aside a certain amount of their flock. Okay, so if they went in preparation of growing up. All right, okay. All right. Like I was saying, all right. You had it to where you had certain individuals within Israel, they were setting aside a certain amount of their flock, saying, look, I'm going to do this wickedness. They were premeditating, man. Okay, they were premeditating what wickedness they was going to do, man. And they was going to do this, that, and sacrifice this animal. And the Most High said, I'm sick of that, man. I'm sick of that. And therefore the Most High completely did away with the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Completely did away with all of them, man. All right, we became swallowed amongst the heathens, the way the scripture says we have become we're swallowed amongst the heathen, and we become a vessel wherein there is no pleasure, man. Okay, but the Most High is so bad, he set it up to where there was another system that wherewith we was gonna get back unto Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and you need another medium. So what did these different heathen? What medium do they need? They never had the laws in the first place to need a medium. Okay. That's why he said he become a mediator, basically a mediator for a better promise, man. Okay, because this promise is going to be what? This creature ain't going to be made subject unto vanity anymore. You're going to have it to where you're going to be thinking in your mind, oh, wretched man that I am, right? Okay? You ain't going to be fighting those carnal feelings, because why? Because the Most High, you're going to read in the scriptures going to tell you, excuse me, the scripture's going to say it best. Because scripture is basically going to tell you that the Most High is going to put a new mind within us, man. Okay? You alright there, man? You gonna get into the scriptures today? You still gonna, you know? It's got soft, man. Alright, but I like having fun with some of these people, man. These guys soft, man. That dude reminds me of Baloo, man. Old, big, but he ain't got the heart, man. He ain't got the conviction, man. Getting back onto the scriptures, it says, but now he hath obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is made of a mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promise. For if the first covenant had been faultless, now what was their fault with the Most High set up? Of course, they wasn't fault with what the Most High set up, but the Most High created the creature unto subject unto vanity. Okay, so they was fault with us. Okay, right? It says here, for finding fault with them, right? He said, behold, the day is coming, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Okay, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in their hand when I took them to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in this covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. All right, for if this covenant, this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I'll put my laws into their mind, and I'll write them in their hearts. So we're basically gonna be programmed into pleasing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. So you go into the curses and the blessings, and you basically read how different curses was gonna before the 12 tribes of Israel when they did certain things, man. Okay, that ain't gonna happen in the kingdom of the Most High, man. So by simple reasoning, you get to finding out that we're just gonna live perpetually, man, in a perpetual balance, all right, with the Most High, man, in a perpetual bliss, if you know, for lack of a better word, with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Okay. But the scripture hasn't said anything here as pertaining to these definitions, because why? Because the scripture, look, back then they was understood that these different nations, man, they were, the Most High didn't regard them, man. They go into the scriptures, man. They knew that the Most High had set it up to where it was said in the book of Isaiah, they are counted as a small dust of the balance, right? He counted the eyes of thereof as a very little thing, man. It was already established that the 12 tribes of Israel was the focal point of the Most High. But see, now here's the confusion, right? You got it to where we've been scattered amongst all of the nations, all right? And the Most High set it up to where those that were scattered, the 12 tribes, part of the 12 tribes of Israel, the ones of the elect that were scattered amidst those people was going to get redemption. You get the confusion now that the people believe that redemption applies to everybody now. That's not within the scriptures, man. Okay, but let's get back onto the point I was making back here in the book of Romans, the 9th chapter. Okay, and the point really is in the 9th verse, because I had said really, you know, this sifting, right, going back onto the book of Amos, the 9th chapter and the 9th verse, right, really only pertains to the elect. So let's carry on with the book of Romans, the 9th chapter and the 3rd verse. It says, I could wish myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption. Why did you need an adoption? Because the 12 tribes of Israel went off on the Lord's statute commandments of the Most High. Did the heathen need an adoption? Well, they was never there in the first place. Okay, right? The glory and the covenants and the giving of the law as pertaining to the law. The book of Psalms 147 to the 19th verse, man. He showeth his statutes he showeth his laws and his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, man. Okay, he ain't dealt so with any other nation. So that's pertaining to the law. That doesn't regard them neither, man. Okay, carry on with the book of Romans, the 9th chapter. All right. And it says, and the service of the Most High and the promises, whose are the fathers of whom concerning the flesh Christ came. So as concerning the flesh, Christ, Yahushua, because you say Christ, you get them IUIC blue monkeys getting excited, man. But let's put it in this correct context, man. Okay, Yahushua Mashiach came according to the flesh for those people that of his like kin, man, his kingsmen, okay, his own people. That's why you go to the book of Matthew, the 1st chapter on the 21st verse. It says, "You shall bring forth a son, and you shall name him Yahushua, because he was going to save his people." Okay, he was going to save his people. All right, not everybody. Right, it wasn't inclusive. It was exclusive, and it was exclusively to the 12 tribes of Israel. These scriptures are simple, man, but you got these assholes, man. They stumble upon it's the Most High, because the Most High set it up to where the scripture says, "Let their tables be made a snare." So they get into these scriptures, but it's like they don't understand, man. All right, and the scriptures talk about how the simplicity that is within Yahushua, man, and they just don't get it, man. They can't wrap their head around it, man. Okay, but that's why they're gonna be destroyed, because for their willingly, because the Most High set up the teachers, man. All right, because for their willingly ignorance, they're gonna be destroyed by way of that willingly being willingly ignorant, man. All right, so back here within the book of Romans, the 9th chapter, on the sixth verse, it says, "Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect, for they are not all of Israel that are of Israel." Okay, so the Most High basically is telling you that there's an election, and let's prove that even further. Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which it seeketh for. Now, what is it seeking for? Romans the 10th chapter, the 1st verse. "Brethren, my heart's desire is that, and prayer is for the Most High, is that they might be saved. for I bear them record that they have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. So you had that Jake that done came up a few minutes ago, and he was talking about how he's part Islam and so on and so forth. He has a zeal for the Most High. He's seeking for the Most High. But he doesn't have that according to knowledge, because if he had that knowledge, he's going to realize he's an Israelite. He's going to realize he's going to do that which is pleasing unto Yahweh Shemi outside, lest he be destroyed, lest the Most High come and catch him slipping, man. Because does not the scripture say that the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night? Okay, so if the Lord's gonna come as a thief in the night, you find out you're Israelite, are you gonna be doing certain things, man? You're gonna be out here making mirth, okay? No, man, you're gonna be getting into these scriptures, making sure you got your shit together, man. Okay, making sure you got your wired tight, man. Okay. I mean, look, hey, the Most High is gonna have mercy. You're gonna have some downtime here and there, but God damn it, you're at war, man. All right, you take a warrior's break, man. 10 minutes there, I get back onto the battle, man. And even that, that might be too long, man. That might be your ass, man. Okay, that might be the move that gets you out of this thing, man. So you gotta be circumspect, and the scripture talks about being circumspect, man. Meaning to say you gotta scope or everything out here, man. Okay, get back onto the scriptures here. Romans the 10th chapter on the first verse says, "Brethren, my heart's desires and prayers to the Most High, Yahweh Shemi Shai, for Israel." It didn't say for Israel, for Ammon, for Ishmael, or for the world. Okay, all right, for the Oikimene. He said for the cosmos, and he didn't just say that for the cosmos. He went right down to what cosmos he was talking about, the Israelites, man. He said his prayers and his desires to the Most High is for Israel is that they might be saved. Okay, that for I bear them record that they have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. It says for they are ignorant, right, of the Most High's righteousness, right? So they're ignorant of the Most High's righteousness. Now I gotta get this scripture right quick because I've been quoting it, all right, and because it said that I gotta get it, man. Right? This is the book of 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. 2 Peter's the 3rd chapter and the 3rd verse. It says, "Knowing this first, that they shall come in the last days, scoffers, walking after their own lust," man. Okay, so in the last days, all right, these are the events that was going to happen. Okay, you're gonna have scoffers, so dudes coming up against the word of Yahweh Shemi outside, all right, and the scripture goes on to say, walking after their own lust. What's their own lust? To make money. And that's like a persona within Israel, man. Okay, that's like an identifier, man. All right, see, when you're of the elect, when you wake up to this truth, man, of the hopeful elect, and you wake up to this truth, man, you get to the understanding that love of money is the beginning of all kind of wickedness, man. So you get the money, you get the car, and all of that. Now you're in the club, all right. You're about to dance with some dude's girlfriend, and the Most High might have you to where that dude completely go berserk upon you, man, and take your life up, man. Or he might savor your wickedness. Right? Allow you to prosper in your wickedness for a little while. And then ultimately he's going to destroy you by way of these ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Alright? So, hey, walking after their own lust, man, is pursuant to the book of 1 Corinthians, the 6th chapter. Alright? Round about the 9th verse, the scripture says, be not, no, you're not, these, no, you're not, these ain't going to be, basically ain't going to be saving. It says fornicators, idolaters, right? Covetous, lust. All of them individuals ain't gonna make it, man. All right. It says, knowing this first, that they shall come in the last days, scoffers, walking after their own lust, right, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? All right. So you was gonna actually have individuals saying, where is the promise of the Most High is coming, man? When all of the prophecies are right out there being played out before their own eyes, man. Okay, the thing with the USA and Russia, that's being played out right before their eyes, and the elders have been breaking that down for years, man. Way before it wasn't being played out there, man. I got videos of the elders on YouTube, okay, from going out on to 2008, 6 years ago. Before, was it 6 years ago? It's 8 years ago. Sorry, Salakia. Okay. Going back onto when the elders basically was getting into it, saying, look, this is what's going to happen, and that's what's being played out right now, man. All right, but see, people are so focused that the 2000 end of the world prophecy didn't come to pass. So what, man? We was hastening the day, man. Okay, and that's why the scripture says scoffers walking after their own lust, because they ignore the fact it was brought out about Russia and America. They ignore that. That's too much. They can't handle that. Because if you get your head around that, you basically come into the understanding, well, dude, there ain't too much days left in this kingdom, man. When you understand that, that's why the scripture goes on to say, and saying, where is the promise of this coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as from the creation. For this, they are willingly ignorant, but that by the word of Yahweh Hashem outside the heavens were of old and standing out of wards and in waters. Right. So the point is that they are willingly ignorant. Okay. Let's go back onto the book of Romans, the 10th chapter, right, and the first verse. It says, "Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem outside, right, for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge, right? For they are ignorant of the Most High's righteousness." So they're ignorant of that, and they're only just ignorant; they're willingly ignorant. And we've seen that within the scriptures. They're willingly, and the scripture goes on to say, all right, going about to establish their own righteousness, and have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. What's the righteousness of the Most High? You got it to where the Most High set out these prophets out there, okay? All right, and I quoted the scripture out here where it says here in the book of I was trying to quote it, Isaiah, Isaiah the 58th chapter, okay, right. And the Most High said this, right. It says Isaiah 58:1. It says, "Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, right, and show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins," man. So the Most High's got it to where you got the men of the Lord doing it, man. Scripture says he wasn't gonna have it to where his prophets were gonna be removed into a corner anymore. You was gonna see the men of the Lord pushing this work, man. Okay, so those individuals are out there. Okay, these scoffers come along, they see the you know, this, that, and the third. Look, I don't believe in that. So they're willingly ignorant. Now they seen the righteousness of the Most High. They have not submitted to the righteousness of the Most High. They go about to establish their own righteousness, man. Right? And another way to put it is like this, man. You out there, you seen the elders, the teachers, man, the prophets of the Most High teaching, just like how they did, like Jeremiah said, look, you know, the prophets that were before me, they prophesied against great kingdoms, man, great cities, man. Okay? And all of those prophecies came to pass. How am I any different? I'm doing the same thing that they did. That's what Jeremiah was saying, man. Okay, you got IUIC prophesying, going about to establish their own righteousness, get prophesying prosperity doctrine, man. Okay, but the point I was making was this. Okay, you got the Most High set up the elect, the prophets, the two teachers. Okay, you out there, you watch them, you learn from them. Okay, right, and they bring you into a reality. Okay. What these Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans do, they're ignorant of that reality, that truth. And they go about to establish their own reality and their own truth. Okay? And that's what the vast majority of these people in this world are here. They're all in their fantasy, man. What's the term I'm looking for? Because it's a psychological term. They're in denial. Okay? That's the best way to put it. These people are in denial, man. You're in denial, man. Your economy is all messed up. You're at war with Russia. Okay, you got the men of the Lord, which you know the mere fact you got it to where the prophets of the Most High are teaching this word. That should be a scary thing unto you. That should let you know, look, man, we're at the end of this thing. Sorry, I'm just fixing something right here. That's fixed now. Okay, the fact that you're seeing that should let you know, look. Should indicate in your brain, say, hold on a minute. I've read about this one in the scriptures, man. Okay, at the end of the Babylonian kingdom, you had Jeremiah speaking, and you were speaking against the Babylonians. But hold on a minute. These guys out here, okay, that call themselves GMS, well, they're doing the same thing. Whoa. Does this mean this is the end of America? Oh, you're damn right it's the end of America and the American system and the Edomite system, man. Okay? Now, what you should be worried about is the reality of the matter, not establishing your own reality, okay? Where you're in your own reality and anything outside of that doesn't really matter. You're supposed to be of the mentality that, wait, hold on a minute, all of these things that are happening out here is, okay, thank you very much. Okay? All of these things that are happening is of the scriptures, okay? All right, and how you was going to get saved out of that, man? How you going to obtain mercy out of that? And you find out if you're an Edomite, and you ain't gonna get no mercy out of that. Well, hey, go get yourself a credit card, max that out. And after you've done that, get another credit card, max that out. Get yourself bankrupt, man. And by the time you get bankrupt, hopefully this kingdom is done, man. Okay, you ain't gonna have to pay that back, man. Okay. Back in the book of Romans, the 10th chapter, I'll read that again from the first verse. It says, "Brethren, my heart's desires and prayer for Israel is that they might be saved. but I bear them record that they have a zeal for the Most High. So they really desire, they have a passion to find this truth. So that's why they, hey man, you get a Jake, okay? He might be born out there in Africa or something, in Ghana or something like that. Right, his family's all Christians or whatever, but he weren't really digging out for whatever reason, right? And he becomes a Muslim or whatever, but now be the biggest Muslim you ever seen in your entire life, man. Okay, because the scripture says that they have a zeal for the Most High. What's a zeal? It's a burning fire, man. Okay, if you're zealous about something, man, you're passionate about that, man. You got dudes that are zealous about some sport, man. They get all up into that sport, man. They tell you all the different statistics pertaining to the different individuals within that sport. Okay, when the sport was created, okay, who was the best person? They're zealous about that. Okay, and that's the inherent nature of the 12 tribes of Israel. They are zealous about Yahweh Shem Yahshua. But see, here's the thing: no, they're not doing it unto righteousness, man. Okay. They're not doing it unto righteousness. See, what this society allows you to do, right, by way of the chaos theory, man, you can do whatever you want, man. Okay? If the God of the Bible doesn't please you because he's going to bring about so much death upon this society, and I'm going to finish that up within the book of Isaiah, the 63rd chapter, man. Right? If the God of the Bible doesn't suit your needs because he's going to bring about so much destruction, hey, there's going to be a God for you out there, man. Okay? Right, you might be one of the gods of Moab or one of the gods of Egypt or whatever, but they're gonna be a god for you, man. Because that's how this society sets it up, man. If you don't like a certain thing, okay, you can go out there and you can pick out another thing, man. But see, the Most High said it best. He said this, man: I am the living power, man. So all of these different individuals, all of these different deities, okay, that the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans are zealous towards, right, in replacement of the true power, which is Yahweh Shem Yahshua. All of them different deities, the Most High said he's the living power. Those are all dead, man. Okay. And he even said it better when he said, look, my word ain't going to return unto me void. So you got to have a prophet of those different deities, okay, of which they all stem from the Roman Catholic Church, all right, and which that all stems back onto Babylonianism, okay, and Egyptology and all of that. But I was making is you have certain leaders, group leaders of all of those different religions